What's up, Bridal Babes? I hope you're ready for another exciting episode of your favorite local wedding show, Bridal Buzz. I'm your host, Kat, and today we're on location at what might look like the Hill Country, but we're actually only 15 minutes from the heart of downtown at Magnolia Hall. This venue has so much to offer, can hold up to 250 people, and has some of the most iconic catering that you can have at your reception. So with that, let's get started. All right, Bridal Babes, here we are at Magnolia Hall with Jill. Thanks so much for letting us come out today.
Thank you guys. We're so excited to have you and show you around here.
Yeah, so why don't you tell our Bridal Babes who you are, what your role is at the venue.
I'm Jill. I'm the event manager here at the hall. So we do everything from meeting you and showing you around in your first initial tour to creating that contract and going over details throughout the months to come leading up to your big day. And then being here on big day as a vendor coordinator, venue coordination. So anything you need here on site, I'm able to just get it done here.
I love that, Jill. Thanks for providing that full service approach for brides and grooms looking to get married here. Tell me a little bit about the location. If you're looking around, it feels very hill country, very rustic, but we're not that far from the center of everything. So why don't you tell our Bridal Babes where we are?
Certainly, we're pretty close to right off I-10 and Huebner Road. So on Huebner Road, you'll find us pretty close to anything here in the city, you know, a 15-minute drive from really any point. A great location with parking here out front on site, 160 parking spots,
wow,
but still looking very hill country, like you said, in the back area. It's stunning and just a few acres there on site.
And Bridal Babes, I just want to reiterate how gorgeous all of these rustic details in this reception hall are. The chandeliers, the barn doors, the exposed limestone and wooden beams all make it so unique and true to the name of an urban barn. Tell me a little bit about the history behind this space.
This month is our 5-year anniversary, October.
Wow.
You know, our owner got married in the beginning of the month 5 years ago here. She started this venue really as a place to be a reasonable venue, yet still, you know, a little upscale barn kind of feel. We just really try and have that all-inclusive feel that is really reasonable, honestly. This family-oriented business that wanted this space to have San Antonio couples come in and not really break the bank there.
Yes, and so if you can't tell by the name, Bridal Babes, Magnolia Hall is owned by the same family that own the iconic Magnolia Pancake Haus in San Antonio. So since it is owned by Magnolia Pancake Haus, talk to me a little bit about the catering, the packages, the combination of those two worlds.
An all-inclusive package of money being worked how you want between food items that we do cater for the couples, and it's just a wide menu that people always come in and they're like, do you guys just have breakfast? And we're like, no, but you can have it, of course.
Yeah.
So we do a breakfast for dinner package for the couples that has everything from pancakes made right in front of you guys to you know, Gouda grits and hash, brisket hash, and all kinds of yumminess. But you know, the actual dinner meal we of course do, from everything from beef Wellington to chicken cordon bleu, you know, those usual wedding type meals.
I love it.
Are of course on the menu, but a lot of people assume we do just breakfast, but
well, that's good to know.
All we do.
Yeah, you guys have a wide range of options on your menus, but obviously you're known for the breakfast. So if that is something people are looking for, if they are that breakfast for dinner type couple, such a great option to be here. And talk to me a little bit about how many people the spaces can accommodate for. What's the typical wedding size? Run me through it.
Our max is 250 guests here, so 25 tables in our space is a little bit tighter. So my typical party is 200 and under, really giving them the dance space that is reasonable for that many folks.
Right. And what does the typical layout look like in here? Is it all rounds? Do you have longs? Talk to me about the rentals.
It's mostly rounds we'll use. I've got about 8 6-foot tables, so I've had some people do a nice fun U shape with those 6 foots, and got 2 farmhouse tables that were made by the owners, just beautiful wooden tables instead of like the typical 6 foot as a sweetheart table. It's an 8 foot, you know, just beautiful polished wood there.
Beautiful.
So linens included free for the couples, which is, you know, great. Nice few options as far as colors. So.
And tell me, right now we're in Magnolia Hall, the reception hall. Do ceremonies happen inside here? Where do they happen on the location?
We've had ceremonies happen right in front of the fireplace, and we use our same Chiavari chairs that are in here to set the 2 sections of chairs aisle straight through. We've also had it going through the other way, which we call the alcove, where that DJ would typically set. We've had weddings there as well.
Nice.
So 2 options inside, 2 options outside, 2 options for cocktail hour. It's a few options, you know, available for each.
And so what are the names of the other spaces here?
So outside we have our beer garden area directly behind the restaurant. We've got a ceremony site out there that holds 150 guests, and behind that is our furthest ceremony site. We just call it the furthest ceremony site. It's not anything fancy.
Love it, straight to the point.
But yeah, it also holds 150 guests.
And right behind me, Bridal Babes, is one of the 2 outdoor ceremony settings where you and your boo can say I do. Talk to me a little bit about the booking process for the couples.
What we do, you know, we typically will meet with couples on a tour or maybe just virtually. We have a lot of couples that live outside of Texas and, you know, families here in San Antonio, and they're doing the legwork for them. And so we create an event portal for our guests online. They can easily secure this date in that they might be wanting with a 20% down. And then from there, we include a tasting for 6 people. So at that time, another payment is due, and then 2 weeks before our big day is when everything is due as far as final counts. You know, all of our guest counts, our details are due then, so they have up until then to make that final payment. Essentially, that's what we do here.
Nice.
So it's fairly easy.
Great process
laid out for them.
And how far in advance do couples need to be looking to book the space?
Really, we are booking into 2024. And a year out used to be suggested, but now with COVID, couples just kind of still lingering into later this year. I have a few kind of still that have rescheduled. So it's really made it, I think, 1.5 to 2 years out. If you really are wanting a certain date, hey, go ahead, ask those venues, you know, do you have it open, and get it kind of tentatively secured if you're really after a date, because people are looking and knowing they have to go out there, you know, sooner than later.
Yes, and that's not to say that a date might not be available if you wait a little longer, but for sure, if you want to secure that perfect date that you're looking for, the Saturday dates, Bridal Babes, definitely, as soon as you can start looking, the better.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the other accommodations you have here on site. I see a bar, I see the bridal and the groom suite, some great restrooms. Talk to me through that.
Everyone loves the restrooms. It's so funny. We are an all-inclusive package, like we mentioned, so that does include the bar beverage, which is great. You don't have to go out shopping and having to load up cases into your truck, which I did for my own wedding.
Very, very useful.
So we do all the purchasing for you. We have our TABC license here, so we take care of all of that for our clients here. We have our house selections of beer, wine, and liquor, and we go over them with the couples if they want anything different. We get that for them as long as we can buy it through our purchaser who has about anything. So.
You guys help build signature cocktails sometimes?
We've done some signature cocktails, some really yummy things, some, you know, cocktails that have had 20 ingredients in them, and then, you know, your usual old fashioned that has, you know, just
spicy margarita, something.
So.
And you have the bridal and the groom suite. So talk to me a little bit about what the typical wedding day looks like at Magnolia Hall.
12 p.m. to 11 p.m. we give our clients to work however they want, so they can come into that bridal suite and start getting hair and makeup ready. And, you know, work that day however they want, essentially having the ceremony start time, you know, maybe after that pancake house closes. That's always what I like to suggest, as you get that parking lot really opening up.
True.
And then groom suite is available for the guys. Of course, you know, they're always kind of roaming, doing their own thing. Brides are kind of always stuck in the seat, in the hot seat,
Can't leave,
getting hair and makeup. So essentially, you know, they can have a cocktail hour if they want. You know, that's always beneficial to the couples, having that time for pictures. And then starting reception, dinner time, whenever they want. So we're really giving them that flexibility of the day. And then 11 to midnight to grab their belongings. We do the cleanup for them, which is so nice.
Yes, love that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Jill, so
Yeah,
much for
of
walking me
course.
through this. Is there anything else that you want to mention that I hadn't asked yet?
You know, we have some centerpieces that are here on the tables.
Yes.
I did pick up some arrangements from his garden, floral, so that's
Beautiful.
hers there. So we love her. And, you know, we allow our couples to really pick whatever vendors they want as far as DJ, floral, photography. We let them really have the flexibility in that. Have some recommended vendors here that we love using, like from his garden. Lizette, we love you.
Yes.
But yeah, you know, we really just like to give them that free range of working the day how they want.
I love
you know,
it.
using who they want for cake or DJ. You know,
Yes, and so these centerpieces are from you guys.
These are ours, just really simple little wine bottles and the wood stumps a lot of my couples will just build
So
on top
cute.
of, doing their own thing,
Yeah.
having florists come in and doing the arrangement. So
I love it. I think it's gorgeous.
Easy peasy.
And I'm sure you guys have a whole lot of more options for those centerpieces and just to add that extra splash to the reception
Exactly.
hall. Well, cool. I can't wait to keep showing you guys the rest of the venue, but if they're looking to reach out to you, what's the best way to contact you to book a tour, just learn more information?
yeah, email's best. Getinfo, GETINFO at Magnolia Hall, MAGNOLIA. Hall is HALLE, the German way. So just reach out through email or cell phone. You know, my info is there. So any way is good, but email is probably best.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jill.
Of course, Al.
Okay, here we are on the patio with the beer garden right behind us. This is the perfect space for cocktail hours for your wedding. I love the string lights, the fire pit, and honestly, these trees just make it feel so romantic. Just another one of the spaces that makes Magnolia Hall a perfect venue for your wedding. So one of the things I love most about Magnolia Hall as a wedding venue is it's basically full service, all inclusive. So Jill is going to be working with you from day one to the day of your wedding. They have catering, bar service, decor, everything that you could imagine to make your wedding super special. And they also have great recommendations for other vendors like florists, photographers that will help fill in those gaps and make your day as unique as it can be. All right, bridal babes, there you have it. Magnolia Hall is the perfect combination of that hill country aesthetic with the convenience of the city. So if you're interested in this venue, make sure you reach out to Jill today, and we'll see you next time.